Get ready because the courtroom battle of the century is finally hitting the big screen. Wile E. Coyote is officially done settling for Acme products that just do not work, and he is taking the fight straight to the company in the new live-action animated blockbuster Coyote vs. Acme. With a hilarious cast including Will Forte as his lawyer and the iconic John Cena representing the corporation, this legal showdown explores the chaotic life of a super genius who has finally had enough of those faulty slingshots and rocket skates.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The journey for this film has been just as wild as the coyote himself after being shelved for a tax write-off and then saved by Ketchup Entertainment. This movie is being marketed as the film Acme did not want you to see, and it is packed with every classic gag from dynamite to falling off cliffs that you could possibly imagine. We are looking at a massive theatrical release this summer that promises to bring the Looney Tunes legacy to life in a way we have never seen before. Shifting gears to the squared circle, we are diving into the world of WWE superstars and pop culture icons. You would think a global star like Joe Jonas would be cool as a cucumber, but he recently revealed he was actually more nervous to meet John Cena than he was to belt out the national anthem at WrestleMania 42. It is a fascinating look behind the scenes of one of the biggest nights in wrestling, proving even the biggest names in music get starstruck by the legendary face of the company. Finally, we are reflecting on the intense and often painful reality behind the life of a professional wrestling legend. The new Netflix docuseries Hulk Hogan Real American is shedding light on the late Terry Hulk Hogan Balia and his staggering struggle with pain management during his career, including his shocking revelations about extreme fentanyl use. This powerful look at his life and legacy is a must-watch for any wrestling fan. If you want to keep up with all these stories as they develop, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell for all our latest updates. Ever wondered why Wile E. Coyote never actually caught that Roadrunner? After decades of exploding anvils and backfiring rocket skates, he's finally had enough. Instead of chasing birds, he's chasing justice in the courtroom. Welcome to the trailer for Coyote vs. Acme, the hybrid live-action and animated blockbuster that turns our favorite Saturday morning slapstick into a full-blown legal drama. We're talking about a genius, or as he calls himself, the super genius, finally suing the Acme Corporation for their catastrophic lack of quality control. And honestly, it's about time. With Will Forte stepping in as the Coyote's lawyer and John Cena bringing the heat for the corporate giants at Acme, this showdown is shaping up to be the comedy event of the summer. We'll get to see the whole Looney Tunes gang, from Bugs Bunny to Porky Pig, caught in the middle of this legal chaos when it hits theaters on August 26th. Are you Team Wile E, or do you think Acme's fine print holds up in court? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates. Sometimes, the funniest battles aren't fought with dynamite, but with a well-placed subpoena. Ever wonder what happens when the most unlucky cartoon character in history finally decides to sue his supplier? Grab your anvils and buckle up, because Wile E. Coyote is officially taking Acme to court, and the trailer for Coyote vs. Acme is finally here. This isn't just another slapstick romp. It's a meta-commentary on a production that's had a journey more chaotic than the Coyote's own blueprints. The trailer arrives with the bold tagline, "The film Acme didn't want you to see," a direct nod to the massive controversy back in 2023. If you remember, Warner Brothers originally shelved this entire $70 million project as a tax write-off, leaving fans in shock. It's rare to see a film essentially rise from the dead, but thanks to Ketchup Entertainment picking it up in 2025, this underdog story finally gets its day in court. The premise is pure genius. Wile E. Coyote is tired of being flattened by faulty rockets and exploding magnets. He teams up with a down-on-his-luck lawyer played by Will Forte to take on a slick, corporate shark portrayed by none other than John Cena. Watching Cena play the profit-obsessed counsel for a conglomerate is the kind of casting that feels perfectly self-aware. It's hilarious, it's refreshing, and it serves as a massive in your face to the corporate suits who once deemed this project disposable. Catch the biggest cartoon courtroom drama of the century when it hits theaters on August 28th. Are you rooting for the Coyote, or do you think his legal battle is just another doomed scheme? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates on the weirdest stories in Hollywood. Sometimes, the best way to win the game is to stop playing by the rules and just file a lawsuit. Ever wonder what could possibly be more nerve-wracking than standing in front of tens of thousands of screaming fans at WrestleMania to belt out the national anthem? For pop superstar Jonas, the answer isn't the pressure of a live performance. It's meeting a wrestling icon. Jonas recently took the stage at Night 2 of WrestleMania 42, delivering an opening performance that set the tone for the entire event. But while he's a seasoned pro on massive stages, Joe admitted in his recent vlog that his heart was racing for a completely different reason backstage. He was terrified to meet John Cena. It's a hilarious reality check that even global pop icons get starstruck. When Joe finally got the chance to shake hands with the WWE legend, he admitted that he felt like a total fanboy. He even brought up a personal connection, mentioning that his sister-in-law, Priyanka Chopra, who starred alongside Cena in the upcoming film, Heads of State, has always spoken incredibly highly of him. It's that rare intersection where Hollywood glitz meets the grit of the squared circle. But let's be real, Joe isn't just a casual celebrity visitor. He's been a die-hard wrestling fan since he was a kid, claiming he's a stone-cold Steve Austin for life kind of guy. It makes you realize that no matter how famous you get, there's always that inner child who just wants to meet their childhood hero. If you want to dive deeper into the chaos of WrestleMania 42, make sure to check out Fightful's full coverage and our breakdown on the post-show podcast. Have you ever been so nervous to meet a celebrity that you forgot your own name? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more behind-the-scenes stories. After all, life is just a series of moments, and sometimes those moments are spent shaking hands with legends. We all remember the larger-than-life hero who body-slammed the world into a new era of wrestling. But behind the iconic yellow tights and the thunderous cheers, Terry Hulk Hogan Balia was living a hidden nightmare. In the chilling new Netflix docuseries Hulk Hogan, Real American, the late wrestling legend pulls back the curtain on a struggle that remained buried until his final days. A staggering, near-impossible battle with fentanyl addiction. It's hard to imagine, but while Hogan was supposed to be the indestructible Titan, he was secretly fighting off physical agony so severe that he couldn't even lie down in a bed. He spent his nights trapped in a chair, terrified that a simple finger twitch would trigger a paralyzing back spasm. Following a brutal 2009 divorce that left him financially wiped out, Hogan turned to a pharmaceutical regimen that even his pharmacists deemed impossible. He wasn't just taking pain medication. He was consuming 80-milligram doses under his gums, layered with massive patches and heavy-duty fentanyl lollipops. When you hear him recount the pharmacist telling him, "You should be dead," you realize that the man who defined the 80s wrestling boom was operating on borrowed time for years. Former colleagues like TNA producer Jeremy Boresh noted that Hogan was a shell of his physical self during his later run in the ring, a far cry from the Hollywood Hulk Hogan who dominated the WCW. While we now know that his official cause of death was an acute myocardial infarction, a sudden heart attack, the docuseries sheds light on a silent, long-term battle with atrial fibrillation and a previously undisclosed diagnosis of chronic lymphocytic leukemia. It forces us to look at the real American, not just as a 5-time champion or a Hall of Famer, but as a man who endured an unimaginable toll to keep the show going. This isn't just a story about a wrestler. It's a sobering reminder that even our biggest cultural icons are human, often breaking down in the dark while the spotlight still shines. If you found this dive into the real story of Hulk Hogan eye-opening, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the legends we thought we knew. After all, the greatest tragedies aren't always played out for the cameras. Sometimes, the most intense battles are the ones fought in silence.